is a good daily movement prep for you. Just working on mobility joint by joint, starting up at the neck, and then we'll go down to the feet, up to the knees, hips, shoulders, all those joints moving well. So you can start either sitting back or go in your tall kneeling position based on how comfortable it is for you. And then I'm just working on flexing forward, extending. I'll do 8 to 10 of those. I'm just going to do 5 right now. I want my jaw to be closed as I'm going through that.
Oh my God, I had full rope this weekend.
After 10, now you're going into your circles.
Like that.
To do what?
And you do 10 one direction, 10 the other. You're going to hear lots of snap, crackle, and pop. Other way. As large circles as you can.
So you're pulling from inside the car?
Yes, except for since there's 3 of us, there'd be somebody on the outside being able to help pull. It's heavy.
Right, yeah.
It's heavy.
Good, and then you do 10 of those, and then you're going to go left and right with your tilts.
Yeah.
Try not to shrug the shoulder up. As far as you can, each way, think ear to shoulder.
Squeeze my booty. Squeeze my booty.
And I go 10 each way on that. I'm going to go down to your feet. So you can just place your calf on underneath, or place your foot underneath your calf to prop it up. You do this both feet together at the same time too. I'm just going to demonstrate everything on one foot, and you do the same thing on the other side, but I'm going to plantar flex, dorsiflex. Pointing the toes, that's plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. And I would do 10 of those in a row. I'm just going to do 5 though for time. Making sure I'm getting 0 movement. I'm sitting up as tall as I can. So after 10 of those, now I'm going to go into my big circles. Again, no movement of my upper leg. So I'm occasionally looking at my knee. Am I still locked out? Am I still sitting up tall? So you go 10 one way, 10 the other. Good. After all 10 each way, then keeping your toes pointed, knee in the same position, scooping in, scooping out.
Right? So leave the legs
Scoop
behind
in.
you. Hands high, hands high.
Scoop out.
Yeah. A lot of
10 of these in a row as well.
Squeeze that booty. Hands high.
And you do the same thing on the other side.
All the way to the door.
Plantar flex, dorsiflex.
Good. Take a walk like a sexy mom. Walk, walk, walk. Tall and twist.
And I do 10 of those, followed by circles. And I'm sitting up tall, keeping my knee from moving. 10 one way, 10 the other.
We will go by Q6 house and pick up your aerodyne.
And then plantar flex, scoop in, scoop out.
Science is getting rid of the consumer version of an aerodyne.
Oh.
So,
Good. From there, we're going to work your shoulders. So, getting toes tucked under, sitting back as much as I can. If that's uncomfortable, you can put a pad underneath there, or you can always go tall kneeling. We're actually working on opening up your feet here. Keep your torso stiff, and now you're just doing your shoulder rolls. I'm going to only do 5 in a row, but I want you to do 10 of these.
That's all that's in there right now.
Draw as large a circle as you can.
Get out and walk in there.
okay, let me flip you. That was supposed to be
10 one way, and then you go 10 the other.
That's it.
And then you'll point your toes,
Falling.
Sitting back as much as you can, staying plantar flexed. Again, idea here, be comfortable in this position. And now you're going into your arm circles. Big reach up, rotate at the top, sweep them back. You do 10 of these, but I'm only going to do 5. And the other way, rotate at the bottom, sweeping up and over. Same thing other side. Really reach.
Yeah, that started to really click together. I was thinking about this exercise you texted to chat with Sarah.
Other way, rotating at the bottom, palm open,
So
naturally turns over.
yeah, you can feel it in the knees though, right?
Oh, God, yeah. No, like I said, I'm glad I got ice in it.
Oh, so you do feel that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
The one I feel the most is the twist. So whatever
Now we're gonna go into your
that's
wrist
doing with the
modes.
bartender, that hip twist.
Starting your 4-point position,
Hello. I was starting to
working
worry
on
about
lifting
you.
your palms up, keeping the fingers down, so all my pads are staying down. I want you to do 30 of those in a row.
This is my
How was the play?
Oh, it was excellent.
Yeah?
It was, well, it was horrible, but it was excellent.
Right. And it
It all worked out.
handy, I'm sure.
It was not
After
fun.
all 30, you're gonna go into your rotations.
It's one of those trips where we
Trying to
constantly
rotate
have
from
to
my
check in
shoulders
with
as
each
much
other.
as you can.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Remind each other that you can have fun without having fun.
And then you guys a little
Right,
bit this
right,
way.
yeah.
Oh, we're going this way?
Well, not to shoot the video.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
After 10 of those, you're gonna go into your forward flexions. I'm just gonna demonstrate from the side here. Going as far forward as I can, and then push through my fingers as I come back. And you do 10 of these, I'm only gonna do 5.
I want to make sure we work on this dude here.
yep.
Because that's actually, last time it affected my ability to
Good. After that, turn your hands another 90 degrees, pointing right and left. Pushing right and left as far as I can, keeping again those elbows stiff. And you do 10 of those, I'm only going to do 5. Rotate another 90 degrees, now my fingers are pointing back. Sitting back as much as I can. Pause there before I come forward. And you do 10 of those, I'm only going to do 5. And you get to flip the hands over, make your Spock fingers. Slide that in the knee there. And then putting as much load as I can, making sure the back of the hand stays down. Rotate 10 of those in a row. Again, I'm moving from the shoulder joint as I do those rotations. If that's uncomfortable, you can always do one hand at a time. And your last drill, fingertips pointing towards each other, back of the palms down, bow down, come up, make your fist.
Yep. Just like
That way?
right there. That bump. Yep.
Again, 10 in a row. Once you finish that, now we're going to start mixing a bunch of movements together. So you're going to be in your push-up position.
Pointed like a ballerina.
Take a big step, reach down, rotate, reach up. Back to your push-up position, drive up, back down, same thing other side. Elbow reaches down, rotate, reach up, and repeat.
You're leaning a little bit towards this way.
I do at least 5 to 6 per side. I'm only going to do 1 more per side.
Seems like you're a great deal more joyful life than this focus. So we'll go with that. That's all.
to your tall kneeling position. Cross your arms. You're gonna work on trying to go into as large of circle, moving from your upper back. So I'm not letting my hips move around. I'm trying to flex forward, flex to the side, extend back, and repeat. You're gonna do 10 going one way, 10 going the other. You have to really work to hold the hips in position here. You can always sit back and do it from this position as well if you have the mobility at the knee, or you can sit on a pad or a bolster or a foam roller to prop yourself up. But again, don't let your hips slide around. The other way. Good, imagine I did 10 of those. Now you can go into your hip hinges. So you're going to start 4-point position again. Now these are just your rock backs, pushing those hips back, driving your hips forward, pushing back, forward, keeping my abdomen tight. So as I'm going through this, I'm not letting my hips tuck under like this. I'm maintaining a little bit of extension, tension in my midsection, rocking back from there. After 5 reps, go wider in your knee position and continue until you do 20 total reps. Each time you're going to go a little bit wider, so you'll finish pretty wide in that knee placement as you work your rock backs. Once you finish all those, then you're going to go into your straight leg, so working on opening up your hip, dropping down, rocking back from here. Coming up, same rules apply as far as your back. You do 10 of those in a row. On one side, switch, 10 more on the other. Good, and then you'll go back to your down dog position, which is going into your pike. And then you'll shift forward into your pigeon, checking your hip out to the side as you push your chest out, alternating back and forth there. Straight on profile shot. Pike up. Coming forward, knee is right in line with my hand. Checking my hip out to the side, but not sitting. Pushing the chest out. And I do 5 to 6 per side on that. That should give you a good start on some daily movement practice on mobility.